Namaskar. I welcome all of you to my YouTube channel Agri Business A Journey. Today I will discuss about different factors that impact on economic growth of a country. We all know that per capita income is the indicator of economic growth. In this context, different type of the factors we have to highlight it that impact on increase or decreasing in the per capita income of a country. In this list, the one of the important factor is that natural resources. Natural resource, we all know that it is the land, it is the rivers, it is the forests, it is the minerals, it is the oils that enrich a particular country. If we have enough technology, then we can use and reuse our natural resources in a regular manner. If we have very poor technology, if we are very obsolete technology, then we cannot harness the natural resources for the benefit of a country. So we should strengthen our technology to use the natural resources. In this list, second one is the rate of capital formation. You all know that if you have the enough capital, then ultimately it helps to increase the productive resources, it helps to increase the output and the product for the overall populations. If you are very poor capital, then ultimately we cannot satisfy the country's demand or country's citizens demand through product and services. But how can increase the capital formation or how can increase the rate of capital formation? It all depends on how much saving we have. If the country have the enough saving, then we should channelize the saving for the capital formation. If our financial institutions are higher, then definitely that helps to increase the money flow in the systems and that ultimately helps the capital formation. But the problem is that if your saving is good, your credit system is good, but again you have very poor capital for the further capital formation, then ultimately it increase the inflation. So you need again technology or help of the technology for further capital formation. We should know about our capital output ratio. Suppose you have invested on a capital, but its output is very less due to the absence of technology, due to the absence of the organizational structure, then definitely higher the capital output ratio impact on your economy. Suppose you invest very less capital, ultimately output also be reduced down, then ultimately your people will not be satisfied and you will not increase your per capita income. Suppose you invest on a public utility system, suppose you invest in a park. So ultimately that output will become in a regular basis. In the public utility systems, your capital output ratio is quite higher, but ultimately if you have the better technology, then you can use it in a better way. Another lineup is the technological development. We always say that technology helps in the capital generation, technology helps in the resource utilization, technology helps in the capital output ratio, but where you bring the technology? If you have the proper research system, if you have the proper research and development system, then and then only can bring the better technology. You all know that what we achieve by the inclusion of the technology in the fast green revolutions. If you not bring the hybrid seed, then definitely we cannot fulfill our growing food security and the nutritional security issues in the time of late part of the 1960s. So technology is necessary, but it comes by the use of the research and R&D systems. In that list, another important factor is the entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship are those persons who always create innovations, who always take the risk to produce the different type of the outputs or the product and services for the market. You all know that in the competitive world, if you have better product in your hand, then and then only you will survive in the market. If you bring the entrepreneurship, you bring the innovations, then definitely your per capita income will be increased because the ultimate the mindset of the entrepreneurs is that they are the person who brings the profit for the organizations. In that list, another important parameter for the increase or decrease in the per capita income is the rate of population growth. If the higher populations is there, it increase the division of labor. If the higher population is there, it increase the consumptions. but to fulfill that income, fulfill that the population demand, we should have the capital, and to establish the capital, we should have the technology. We should need the technology. To establish the technology, we need the development of the R&D systems. So all are connected with each other. Not only the capital, not only the technology, not only the research, another important parameter that helps in the increase or decrease in the per capita income, that is the human resource development. If everything is there, but you have very poor schools, health systems, educational systems, sanitation systems, roads, parks, if all are very poor in state, then definitely your human resource has not been improved in a significant way. So social overheads is justified or need to be considered for economic growth of a country. Non-economic factors just like the political will, political stability, the social stigma, cultural bottlenecks, the structure of the family, just like the whether it is a nuclear family or the joint family, your society whether accept the women community or not for the agriculture development or the other sector development. These are the factors, though it is a non-economic nature, but has enough significance for the economic growth of a country. So looking all the factors into consideration, if you can handle the things in a better way, then definitely a country will go in a better progress or better path. Thank you for watching.